of Allegiance. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, friends, family. No. Good evening, friends, family, students, and staff, and welcome to the Interboro Class of 2015 graduation ceremony. My name is Hope DeLuzio, and on behalf of my fellow graduates, we thank you so much for being here to share this moment with us. These last 4 years at Interboro, whether good or bad, have all led up to this night. So many people have helped us get to this point, especially our amazing class advisors, Ms. Ladislaw and Mr. Peltz. We don't get the chance to thank them and other teachers enough for making our high school experience worthwhile. I believe that our class will do amazing things in the future, and I hope you will always remember where you came from. So to my fellow students in class, I advise you to listen closely to all the speakers tonight and give thanks to the people who helped us get here, because we'll never be in this moment again. Congratulations to the class of 2015. May tonight be the start of something great.
Good evening, families, friends, teachers, administrators, school board members, and most importantly, the class of 2015. My name is Elena McGrath, and I am so honored to be able to speak tonight on behalf of the best class to pass through Interboro. It's crazy to think that tonight will be the last night we'll ever spend together as a class after the 13 long years of school we've spent together. I can still remember sitting in my third grade computer class, typing in my username, first name dot last name 2015, and somehow convincing myself that the year 2015 would never come, that time would freeze, and I'd never actually graduate, but here we are. We survived our awkward middle school phases and the countless splash parties and Prospect Park firehouse dances, and 4 years ago, we finally all came together again for the first time since kindergarten. At the beginning of our freshman year, the upperclassmen all told us that this would be the fastest 4 years of our lives, and that we wouldn't walk out of high school the same as when we walked in. And I think we all thought it would be different for us, but it's true. I don't think any of us can honestly say that we are the same people we were 4 years ago. Some of us have different friends, play a new sport, or are interested in new things. If you told my 8th grade self about how my life is today, she wouldn't believe a word of it and would probably pass out in disbelief. But none of us can see the future. Life isn't always going to go as planned, and I can guarantee you it will not be a straight path from here to your goals. For many of us, there will be detours along the way, but you can't let them discourage you. This time last year, my plan was to head 700 miles away for college, but for those of you who know me, that plan had to change a little. That little detour in my life turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to me, and I was blessed with the most amazing daughter a mom could ask for. Michael Jordan once said, "Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it." My advice to you all is to believe in yourself and never lose hope. To my amazing parents, I hope you realize how thankful I am for everything you two have done for me, because I wouldn't be standing here without you two supporting me the entire way. To the teachers and faculty who have helped us here, thank you for teaching us more than just math and English, and for preparing us for life after high school and being a friend when we needed one. For the class of 2015, I don't think graduation would be complete without one last picture to mark the end of our journey here at Interboro. So with that said, one minute, technical difficulties. Will you help me?
I've never used this.
Will you just help me?
Just hold it. Got it. Good. Do I get the picture now? Or no?
You
Now,
can.
I'm too easy. No,
I think so. Sorry, guys. What? I got it. Sorry that took longer than my entire speech, but to the class of 2015, I wish the best for all of you for giving me the best 4 years of my life. For the riots almost breaking out at the homecoming pep rally trying to tear down underclassmen signs, for the hundreds of bags of pretzels eaten in the activities office, and for the crazy student sections at Friday night football games, I wouldn't have wanted to spend it with anyone else. Thank you and congrats, guys. We did it.
Hi. Good evening, friends, family, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2015. I'm Callie Novickis, one of the many proud members of the class before you today. As a current graduation speaker, I know one truth to be evident. By the time graduation is over, many of you are going to forget what I have to say. Maybe some of you will even forget what I sound like, or even who I am. I'm okay with that. After tonight, you might not remember who's sitting in front of you, or who knows, maybe you will now because I said you wouldn't. And you probably won't remember what happened last week in your second period, or even what your class schedule was. But what you will remember is the emotional impact of your experience, however you interpret that. Never forget the emotions you're feeling right now during graduation, whether it be relief, pride, maybe melancholy, because this experience, this specific moment, will be different and unique to all of you. Remember how you feel right now, whether it be a sense of accomplishment or, wow, I've been waiting 12 years for this diploma, and it's amazing how the speech is so much more painful to sit through than I anticipated. You worked hard to be here. You really don't need me to tell you that. Remember how you feel, right here, right now. Cherish this moment, and take the time to experience whatever emotion or emotions you have. And most importantly, express them. Thank your family and friends. Personally, I would like to thank my parents for supporting me through high school and really for being there in hard times and helping me to stand before you today. Mom, Dad, I wouldn't be the person I am today without you. Thank you for constantly pushing me to persevere no matter what I was facing, and for being my true role models. One day, I hope to possess the strength of character you have. Love you. I would also like to thank Miss Claire and Mrs. Raymond for being mentors to me. Mr. Claus for teaching me to present myself in front of a crowd, and also for being a mentor, and to all of my high school teachers. Tonight, make sure to thank your teachers, mentors, and administrators here in the high school for making this experience possible. I mean, they are quite literally stuck with us for 6 hours every weekday for 9.5 months. That's a lot of time if you think about it. Express gratitude. When you are handed your diploma tonight, give thanks to those that impacted you in life. Tell your friends how much you'll miss them. The epitome of life and of human experience is in its perception and evaluation. It's not what happened per se, but what we make of it. Now, I could end this speech by saying, follow your passions, or here's a little piece of advice, or something equally cliche. But if you've already tuned out to what I've been saying, this might be the only important, poignant point you will remember. To the class, and really to everyone here, never forget to allow yourself to feel. Don't overanalyze, overgeneralize, overthink, over whatever. Get over it, and start living the kind of life that you are meant to have. Thank you, and best of luck.
My name is Bill Soroka, and I've been asked to deliver the charge to the class of 2015. Graduates, you're surrounded on both sides by a group of talented and highly motivated teachers, each of whom would have been a justifiable selection to give this speech. To stand out among this group of my colleagues and friends is extremely humbling, and ranks as the professional equivalent of the Phillies winning the World Series, Val Leckman saying I do, and the birth of my two little girls. The finished product that you'll hear tonight is the result of many drafts, rewrites, and revisions, as well as the input of a few valued friends and colleagues. Like the classes I teach, I can't promise it will be pleasing to everyone, nor can I predict how you will react to its content. What I can promise is that although there are 2,000 people here tonight, all within earshot of the knowledge I'm about to drop, this speech is for you and you alone, the class of 2015. Tonight marks the beginning of the end of one of the most monumental periods of your life, your senior year of high school. Senior year is that rite of passage before adulthood that has been romanticized in countless books and movies. Each graduating class in every high school in the country has their own story, their own plot twists, and romances, and heroes and villains, and conflicts. The time period that you live in provides the cultural backdrop for each class's story, and your story is defined as much by the world around you as any other factor. When historians tell the story of 2014-2015, they'll no doubt mention the proliferation of ISIS in the Middle East, the Ebola scare, Madison Bumgarner in the World Series, the Republican sweep in the midterm elections, hands up, don't shoot, I can't breathe, riots in Baltimore, Obamacare, the race for the White House, American Pharaoh, and much more. Because all this occurred during such an important year in your life, you may remember these events better than most. But if you haven't been paying attention to the world around you, our story here at Interboro is way more personal and will probably remain with us forever. You'll remember your first class meeting as seniors, the homecoming court, Principal Johnson on lead guitar with the Germans at Teachers Got Talent, the Chester game when it rained about 10 inches, the class trip to New York 4 months later, the mid-year acquisition of Mr. Barrett, and visits to places like the school of Unamunda and Urinetown. After AP exams, our year culminated these past 2 weeks with your senior prom, awards night, and class night. Just as important, when you reflect back on your senior year, you'll remember seemingly every earth-shattering event, every subtweet or social media blast, every breakup and makeup and hookup, every basement party, every college football Saturday, and every late-night Applebee's run. You know, you seniors are luckier than you probably realize. Besides being surrounded by the most caring group of individuals that I know, the ones that I get to call my friends and colleagues, you've also been blessed to go to school under the leadership of two fine principals. You began your career with Mr. Paul Gibson, who remains one of the most compassionate and selfless individuals I know, and someone who always puts the needs of students before all else. Personally, I'm a better teacher, father, and person because I got to work with Paul. Your last 2 years, you've had Principal Johnson, who has a great sense of humor, is detail-oriented, organized, loves baseball, and plays a mean lead guitar. What more could you ask for a principal? On top of that, a big shout-out goes to Ms. Ladislaw and Mr. Peltz, who did an unbelievable job as your class sponsors for the past 4 years. But most importantly, you have each other. Seeing you at your prom, your post-prom, and class night proved to me that you respect the gravity of this occasion, and that you truly understand that one of the best years of your life is coming to an end. Whether you were dancing aimlessly, bouncing on moon bounces, signing yearbooks, or snapping selfies, you all made the most of your last days together as a class. And you needed to, because I have to tell you that life only gets more difficult after this. The support system that I just mentioned isn't going anywhere. We'll be right back here in September, but we'll have a new group of students to call our own. Saying goodbye to you, as sad as it is somewhat masked by the fact that we get to say hello to a new bunch each year. But what about you? You inherit a world that is chock full of real-world problems that require a new set of minds to solve. Income inequality, an insolvent Social Security program, an unsettled health care program that may be gutted by the Supreme Court, the rising cost of educating yourselves just so you can compete in today's job market. All of these should be causes for real concern. On the other hand, there's a reason to be optimistic about the world you inherit. The election of President Obama and the front-running status of Hillary Clinton and Marco Rubio in next year's election are proof positive that the days of second-class status for African Americans, Latinos, and women are nearing an end. Even the troubles in Baltimore, Cleveland, and Ferguson can be spun differently if we think about it. The very fact that awareness is being raised to the difficult conditions that residents of inner cities face, now that people are finally paying attention to a segment of society that have been ignored for far too long. If we just give it time, we'll find an appropriate balance between compassion and accountability. In the next few weeks, the Supreme Court is expected to release their decision regarding same-sex marriage. It is very possible that after the decision is rendered, our gay brothers and sisters may soon have the right to marry, to make life-changing decisions regarding the health of their partners, to be covered under their partner's health care, and to inherit property like any other married person. Now, where you stand on the political spectrum is almost irrelevant here. Yes, we all have our political opinions, but if we play our cards right, we can make a difference no matter how far we lean to the left or to the right. Regardless of where you stand politically, the one common thread that almost everyone in here shares is that we will one day become parents. In a perfect world, everyone will be educated, employed, financially stable, and permanently partnered up before undertaking such an awesome responsibility. That won't happen. The circumstances surrounding the birth of your children will be as different as the path that you take in life. But no matter the circumstances, the responsibility remains the same. You are in charge of shaping and educating a young person to be ready for anything. Class of 2015, my charge to you is to develop an understanding in those to come after you that the world today is a different place than the world that my parents inherited. Newer problems require a fresh set of solutions that only you can foster in your children. Graduates, we need strong parents to teach our sons the value of hard work, accountability, and respect. We need to teach our daughters to respect themselves, to find an appropriate balance between work and home, and to never, ever let the opinions of others define your sense of self-worth, especially the opinion of some stupid boy. Collectively, parents should model a caring and loving household, where the most important factor isn't the household income, but instead the amount of time spent together. Show them the things you never saw as a child. Take them places you never got to go, and always, always value education as the best way to ensure a productive future for your children. While none of us are born with equal incomes or abilities, we are all equal in our ability to lead our children to a life of happiness and prosperity. Whether you occupy the corner office or whether you stock shelves at the grocery store, you all have the same opportunity when it comes to raising your children. Most importantly, teach your kids to be politically aware. Understand that every aspect of your life is the result of a decision made by someone in government. Mold them into individuals that are able to understand the different opinions and lifestyles that others choose. They should know that it is possible to be both moral and tolerant, that the two terms are not diametrically opposed. It is possible to be prosperous and giving, and that compassion and accountability are not mortal enemies. Finally, show them that the rules and laws can always be questioned, but they should be respected. And there is a right and a wrong way to voice your displeasure. The optimist in me would love to believe that everything I've said tonight will change your lives for the better. Realistically, I know that some of you may not make the best choices moving forward. Knowing that, I'll leave you with one final thought. I know some of you sitting here haven't had it easy growing up. Maybe you've dealt with abuse, neglect, addiction, divorce. Overcoming any of these is a tough ask. Overcoming all of these is even tougher. If and when the day comes that you are blessed with children, I urge you not to forget some of the difficulties that you have endured growing up and to never, ever lay that burden on a child. I see the detrimental effects of a troubled existence every day in my life. Sadly, I could fill my classroom with former students who have passed on too soon. I know from my own experience with my 4-year-old that it doesn't take very long for them to start noticing every single thing you do. Every word, every habit, and every action soon became mimicked and treated as gospel by your children. Because after all, you're mommy and daddy, and you must always be right. Understand that and make every attempt to model the right way of living, if not for you, then for the sake of those who come after you. I love you guys. Thank you for this opportunity to speak to you tonight, and God bless you.
Good evening. On behalf of the Interboro School District Board of School Directors, I offer you our heartfelt congratulations and best wishes as you move beyond your high school careers. You worked hard to achieve this goal for the privilege of being here tonight.
Congratulations are also in order to parents, grandparents, extended family, friends, teachers, and neighbors. All of you have helped and supported our graduates throughout their K through 12 education. Graduates, your high school diploma in many ways is a gift from your community. It is our belief in America that education is the foundation of our democracy, that an education is so important that we collectively contribute to it in many ways, from volunteering to paying taxes to support our young people. Not all countries provide the education that you have received. Take this gift of a high school education offered by your community and use it as a stepping stone, a platform, a foundation for higher education or to enter the workforce. Be happy and fulfilled in your life, and remember how important it is to make this gift of a high school education meaningful and productive. Good luck.
Good evening. Interboro Board of School Directors, administrators, teachers, parents, family members, and most importantly, the class of 2015. Congratulations on your high school graduation. You have worked hard to get to this moment and deserve to be honored today. Now, I know it might be hard to think about anything but graduation parties and senior week right now, but I would like you to focus some of your attention on this question. In your life, are you going to be a passenger or a driver? So what do I mean? I'm not talking about whether or not you have your driver's license or whose car you'll be driving to the shore. What I mean is that every day of your life you make choices to work hard or not, to be kind or not, to take care of yourself or not, to dream big or not. The passenger goes along for the ride. The driver determines the path. Today, tomorrow, and always in your life, choose to be the driver. Decide what you want your life to be, and then figure out a way to make it happen. Ultimately, success does not come from connections or from mere intelligence. Success comes from motivation, hard work, and determination. There are examples of success stories all around you, famous and not so famous. Yesterday, at the Hall of Fame ceremony, we had the privilege of recognizing 3 success stories right here in Interboro. Edmund Lally, a community member who made great contributions to the marching band program. Mark Hegarty, class of 1975, retired Air Force pilot, who became a member of Stan Aval, the elite Air Force flying team. Mark was awarded Top Flight Commander in 1992. And Edward Schultz, former Interboro teacher, remembered by students and staff for always being available to counsel and mentor students. He encouraged them to expand their perspectives, both local and globally. Now, can you all become famous or be recognized for your accomplishments? Probably not. But what you can do is go out and be the best person you can be. That in itself makes you a success. And who knows what else will come with that. It won't always be easy. I promise you will have setbacks. You may have to take some detours. Others will have it easier than you. Do not let these roadblocks be your excuse. Let them show how you learned you are even more talented and resilient than you knew. Let the roadblocks be how you discovered an alternate route and got exactly where you wanted to be. Work hard and then work harder. Act with integrity and with kindness towards others. They are in this journey too. Do not waste your talents and passions. You have greatness inside of you. And finally, believe in yourself. Also, thank the people who have supported you, and as you work towards achieving your destination, remember, enjoy the journey. Congratulations and best wishes, class of 2015.
Pardon me. Good evening, school board members, administrators, faculty, and friends, members of the community, parents, and especially you, the seniors. Before we move on, I want to talk about one thing: commitment and dedication. Will Josephine please stand up? Oh. Will Cheyenne Hand please stand up? Will Haley Guerrero please stand up? Christopher Conlon? Alexis Colazo? These seniors standing here today that I've asked to stand have either been in perfect attendance for all 4 years of high school or all 12 years of their academic career. Congratulations. Thank you. You may be seated. Well, class 2015, we're here. This is the last time you're going to gather as a class, listen to teachers and administrators telling you what to do. And when we started on this trip, we all had the same goal. For 13 years, you've been on a journey to get to this day. Well, guess what? You've made it. Some of you mapped out your trip and went right from point A to point B, and others of you took the scenic route and made some stops along the way. But you did get here. You've been assessed even before you entered kindergarten. You've taken PSSAs and Keystone exams, final exams and AP exams. You've gone through MAP testing and CDTs. Some of you have taken the ASVAB exams, and others have taken the SATs, ACTs, college entrance exams. And guess what? All of those assessments only proved what we as parents, teachers, and educators already knew. Every one of you staring back at me tonight is special and valuable. Don't ever forget that. Now, as I have expressed to you several times throughout this year that tonight is not only about you, but all of those who have helped you along the way. There are two groups here in particular that I need to recognize tonight. Seniors, please look around the perimeter of your seats. Who do you see? Your teachers. Where would we be without our teachers? These are the people who gave you homework, quizzes. They're also the one that gave you tests and deadlines. But they're also the ones who bent over backwards to support you and help you get to this day. What they taught you beyond the classroom is invaluable. They taught you to be responsible. They taught you about accountability. They taught you about empathy and compassion. They told you when you were wrong, and they praised you when you were right. They held you to high expectations because they knew you could meet that challenge, and you proved them right. Seniors, let's give it up one more time for our teachers. Now, the other group that needs to be recognized tonight, seniors, look beyond the perimeter of the teachers, and who do you see? Your families. Now, for most of you, the year you were born, Notorious B.I.G. and Puff Daddy were dominating the charts. A movie called Titanic was being played in selected theaters, and the Phillies finished 68 and 94 in the National League East. Sorry, Bill. But nothing was more monumental than when you came into this world. These are the people that love you unconditionally. They were there with you every step of the way. Sometimes they let you fall, knowing you would get up. And other times they defended you right till the end. They laugh with you, they cry with you. They are at your events and hug you whether you win or lose. Parents, I cannot thank you enough for you have incredible children and putting the trust in me with your most prized possession. I am honored to have served as their principal. Now tonight, you will walk out of here together and you will enter into a world unknown. You will be presented with freedoms and responsibilities that may be unfamiliar to your lives. You will no longer walk down the hallowed yellow-tiled hallways of Interboro High School, but instead a world full of possibilities. I am very confident you are prepared to take the world head-on. I leave here with the sense of hoping that the future, after getting to know this class, will be in great hands. Do not fear, for you are not to do this alone. Because it's one thing that we've learned here at Interboro, that once a buck, the diplomas that these graduates will receive tonight represent the years of hard work, commitment, dedication, and achievement. It is a turning point in the lives of these young people. Seniors, tonight you will officially close one of the most important chapters in your life. As we reflect on the last 13 years of school, we also look forward to what lies ahead. Superintendent Riley, on behalf of the faculty and the staff of Interboro High School, I present for your review and for the review of the Board of Directors of Interboro School District, the class of 2015. As principal of this high school, I verify that these young men and women have assembled before you have met all of the graduation requirements established by the Interboro School District and the Department of Education of the State of Pennsylvania. At this time, I formally request that you accept as graduates the Interboro High School class of 2015.
On behalf of the Interboro Board of School Directors and the Interboro School District, I accept the class of 2015.
Now, to begin and assist in the presentation of diplomas will be our first two graduates of Interboro High School class of 2015. Class President, Renee Colbert. And Class Vice President, Ms. Christina Valerio. Let us now begin the presentation of diplomas. No, side eye.
Kelly Navikas. Elena McGrath. Ann Rose Schnell. Huang Quang. Melanie Brutch. Jeremy Stillwell Page. Penny Sell. Rachel Gill. Jayant Karna. Shannon Price. Kevin Karch. Veronica Royer. Callie Welch. Denise Faragali.
Nicholas Fiallo.
Jeffrey Ebner. Kelvin Liu. Christina Kornichuk. Sammy Barnett. Liam Hamilton. Miranda Baylor. Erin Goodworth. Erica Labuono. Shannon Butler. Alexandra Demopoulos. Deborah Rowcroft. Victoria Vadino. Paul Slagle.
Alyssa Evans. Kayla Schwartz. Charles Kelly. Jenna Kessler. Stephen Bignier. Haley Gruerio. Mitchell Millard. Daria Krupi. Addison Main. Jordan Furman. Hope DeLucio. McKenna DeGrazio. Kyle Youssef. Corey Murray. Bryce Welch.
Elise Waldy. Kinjal Patel. Allison Sears. Rebecca Reefer. Colleen Hendrick. Cheyenne Hand. James Runkle. Annette Helmendaler. Mark McLaughlin. Alexis Pinkerton. Kayla Forbes. Dina Opperman. Angelica Norman. George Gonzalez. Aaliyah Lights.
Taylor Galiotto. John Eichinger. Antonia Marcella. Nathan Kane. Stacy Maley. Josh Lincoln. Erica Scott. Jason Mixit. Laura Barrett. Nicholas Landis. Natanya Costa. Liam Sider. Shayna Talley. Christopher Cook.
Alexander Grady. Michonne Stockley. Naeem Bey. Kirsten Coons. David Santini. Caitlin Bosch. Michael Toombs. Carol Ann Haggerty. Sharif Shepard. Caitlin Stiegel. Matthew Werner. Stephanie Wash. Joseph Hess.
Dominique Shaw. Vincenzo James Bellino. Rachel Dickinson. John Dellavecchio. Kimberly DiGregorio. Caleb Yonkman. Bridget Pappert. Sean Menold. Victoria Ashbridge. Kyle Armstrong. Justine Rooney. Matthew Dwyer. Ann McCaskill. Vishal Desai. Courtney Wiley.
Marin Adamchek. Daniel Reason. Danielle Liskowski. Keith DeSanti. Alexis Colazzo. Harry Delmar. Brianna Lettery. Justin Chapta. Monica Colbert. Michael Howell. Layla Van Auken. Andrew Masajna. Janine Byrne. Jeffrey Lopez.
Karan Montan. Ashley Warren. Matthew Stewart. Amber Pearson. Gareth Green. Marissa Hamill. Nathan Barrett. Jenna Scott. Jeremiah Della Priscoli. Brandy James. Matthew Cleaver. Daisy Nye. I'm gonna mess it up now. Jason Colbrenner. Christina Ives.
Nancy Lopez. Evan Redding. Brianna Valverde. Salvatore Mulray. Melissa Overstreet. Thomas Chanu. Kellyanne Heineman. Michael Betson. Ashley Kidd. Ryan Paul. Nicole Endenbrock. John Kissinger. Anina Perfit. Christian Brady.
Dave Kilgore. Genesis Knight. I can't, I'm not allowed to. Jared Wardwell. Ronnie Connolly. Donovan Hart. Shauna O'Connor. Eighth grade. Mike Rementer. Dominique Grispino. Joseph Kraus. Shauna Reish. Julian Evans. Dana Marie Kerr. Fode Kuyate. Jamie Corcoran.
Genevieve Nania. Anthony Dear-Cole. Deanna Rose Grin. Paul Bellardo. Danielle Iveroon. Michael Okuda. Devin Path. Blake DeLesio. Jasmine McDaniel. Nicholas Valerio. Alexandra Miller. Robert Newcomb. Rose and James McIntyre.
Bradley Henton. Alyssa McGowan. John Nelling. Emily Moore. Cameron Sisko. Stephanie Rizzo. Mark Everton. Dina Privetti. Ethan Robinson. Nicole Tomio. Nicholas O'Neill. Amber Ott. Benjamin Ford. Crystal Dangler. Niger Bunn.
Rachel May Frank. Matthew Path. Melanie George. Biman Kiobufa. Tiffany Pisetta. Brent Vitale. Julie Ellison. Vinny Mango. Alyssa Barrett. Zachary Toyer. Rena Jackson. James Zuko. Colleen Rooney. Jake Bollinger.
Kialana Mindel. Benny Eppright. Violet Odell. What's up, Adam? Adam Bolano. Christina Smith. Matthew Curo. Danielle Corsi. John Horan III. Marlena Geiger. Suleiman. Paige Boyer. Jason Master. Alexis Barclift.
Olivia Morigliano. Jason Shropshire. Morgan Douthart. Andrew Aronson. Gabrielle McMenamin. Hashim Sessoms. Jennifer Lee Ives. Thomas Charles Robinson.
I don't like this. I keep being center of attention.
Lauren Bannon. Augustin Dante Pagan. Heather Moore. Tyler Ralph Morales. Renee Williams. Dimitri Smith.
Chris Heiler. McKenna McLaughlin. Joey Carosa. Corinne Blair. Richard Jennings. Anna Marie Fermani. George Dowdell. Nicole Friel. Kenny Locke. Cheyenne Crick. John King. Marissa Kiesel. Connor Morrison. Nicole Evans. Matthew Malone.
Sean Perry. Brandon Wadlinger. Nick George. Tyler Podgorski. Christian Vasquez Murray. John Forsyth. Mark Paulson. Josh Ventura. Aaron Boone. Danny Mulholland. Christopher Cordell. Matthew Pacetta. Jeremy Heineman. Matt McGarvey. Josh Hake. Joshua Afani. Sharif Mahamood. Andy Chen. Nicholas Desiderio. Anthony Caroli. Sean King. Christopher Conlin. Carmen Salini. Dante Herco.
Hello. Is it on? And what a glorious Wednesday evening it is. I'm Renee Colbert, and if you didn't know, I'm your class president. Tonight, instead of the typical quote-filled speech, I decided to write a farewell letter directed towards my fellow graduates, and it goes like this. Dear classmates, 4 years ago, I didn't know a single one of you. The only familiar faces in the hallways were that of my cousins. And here I am, 4 years later, giving a graduation speech to what I can happily say are many familiar faces. I don't exactly know where any of us will be in 5 or 10 or 20 years, but I do know the 4 years we got to spend at Interboro High School were with some of the most absolute best teachers, the fondest memories, and of some really great classmates. And for now, that's all we need to worry about, because the future will always be changing, and the future can always be changed. At this moment in our lives, we seem to be spending a lot of time looking back upon our years here at Interboro. And whether you're reminiscing with a smile or you just can't wait to get out and move on, remember that good or bad, your past is what makes you who you are. So take what you can from your experiences and learn from your mistakes, because life is way too short to be wasted. And as the night seems to be coming to a close, it's now that we all should take the time to appreciate how far we've come to be here tonight, and to thank those that have helped us get here. And the best part is that it truly is only the beginning. We have so much more to accomplish, along with an entire future to live, and it's up to us to make of it what we can. So as we leave here tonight, going our separate ways, I hope we choose to remember all the incredible things Interboro has done for us. I hope we remember how lucky we were to be part of such an excellent school community. And most of all, I hope we never forget the lessons we learned, the friends we made, and the time we spent together. Hats off to us, fellow class of 2015. We should be proud of ourselves for getting this far, for accomplishing this much, and for being an amazing group of kids from day one. Farewell, my friends. I hope to see you in the future. Class of 2015, we did it.